My dear Scorpio Ascendants, so this video is going to be about Rahu and Ketu transit on May 18th, 2025. And this transit will pretty much be there in your 4th and 10th house axis till November 2026, 18 months. It's a long time. So let's see what's happening. We're going to pull up a Scorpio Ascendant chart and see especially the ones going through Rahu Mahadasha. Ketu Mahadasha, pay a lot of attention, or even Rahu Antardasha, Ketu Antardasha. The effects are going to be very, very strong and powerful. People going through Sun Mahadasha and Saturn Mahadasha also pay attention. You must be wondering why though, right? Why? What has it got to do with Sun? What has it got to do with Saturn? Why? Because Rahu and Ketu do not have an entity of their own. Wherever they transit to, they assume the role of that particular sign. Self-appointed Lord. All right. It's like a friend that says, I'm going to come and stay with you for a while. And then after a while, you see that that friend is doing everything in the house and behaving as if it is their own house. All right. So if you've had those experiences, please mention in the comments. All right. I don't have a lot of good news for you, Scorpio Ascendants, but hopefully this video can give you some direction. The Rahu transit to the 4th house, although the sign is really good. Aquarius is good for Rahu, but the 4th house isn't really the best place for Rahu. And why is that? Right? Because you see, Rahu is a chaotic planet, and secondly, Rahu is an enemy of Mars. Why am I saying Mars? Because Mars is the your Lagna Lord, right? And 4th house is where your emotional peace is. Your home, where you go home to, what you consider home. And there should be always peace of mind at home. So what does Rahu do there? Rahu, starts causing a bit of chaos in the 4th house. So now that you're watching the video, all right, you must make sure that you don't let Rahu make the most of it. Especially if your Rahu is not very well placed. Especially if you have Rahu in the 1st house. It's not if Rahu is in Scorpio for you, all right? Or if Rahu is in a fire sign, it's not the best placement in your natal chart, okay? So don't let Rahu cause chaos at home, okay? So the first thing that you must do is make sure that your spouse and your family, the ones who are not married and they're living with their parents, or you need to make sure that you are maintaining a very peaceful relationship with your family. And it may be difficult, but if you make an effort, everything is possible, right? Because these are things that are in your hand. People can say that, I lost my temper, but something triggered you. And if you are able to understand what is that trigger and what is getting you upset, you should be able to control it. So this is a great time for contemplation and figuring out how you can find some kind of balance and peace. See, the problem with the I'm going to call it a problem because Scorpio ascendant, especially if you have Moon in Scorpio as well and a cluster of planets in Scorpio, I have noticed it in many charts. They're extremely intense people, all right? When they love, for them, they can do anything for their lovers, their partners, their families, all right? The deepest and intense feelings that they have for them, all right? But they don't get that reciprocation from them, okay? So they feel a bit of a void all their life because of that. Because no other sign is able to, feel as deeply. So, having said that, you must set realistic expectations. So, with your family members and your spouses, We also see Jupiter going to transiting to your 8th house, so especially women. This particular transit can cause ups and downs in your relationship, and you must have experienced, especially Scorpio women, that the emotions that you think that you put in a relationship, you don't get that back. All right, so be very careful. Have realistic expectations, and let this transit of Rahu pass. All right. A lot of Scorpio ascendants will say that, hey, you know what, this is not working out for me. I'm going to go to a different city. I'm going to change. I'm going to go to a different country. Forget it. I have made money. I'll move somewhere else. Okay. If you're doing that, there is nothing wrong in it, but just make sure that understand something, that, if you are changing cities because of an emotional problem, make sure that you're going to a place where you find peace of mind. Okay. Now, Ketu, people going through Ketu Mahadasha, especially Ketu transiting to your 10th house, can absolutely find lack of interest in their current profession. Because that is what Ketu does. All right. Ketu wants to disassociate whichever house it transits to. And remember, Ketu is also a fiery planet. A lot of people don't understand that Ketu is a fire. The element is fire of Ketu, and it will transit to Leo. Okay, so good time. You also see Jupiter in the 8th house, so there is a lot of 8th house Scorpio energy. Ketu is of research and occult, so great time for Scorpios to get into anything to do with the research industry. The ones who are into innovation, because Rahu is also transiting there to Scorpio, to Aquarius. So it's a good time for that. People will find a lot of interest in astrology, because astrology is the occult, is the 8th house related field. Okay. People into IT can look at anything that is to do with data science and that involves the research and analytics field. Okay, whichever profession you are in. You can also look at the entertainment profession, because Leo is seen in you have Leo energy in your 10th house. So Scorpios may have a lot of interest in anything to do with entertainment, because Leo is entertainment. Creativity, great time to indulge in anything creative. The ones who are planning to start something new, these are the things that you can look at. People who are into filmmaking, I had a friend that got in touch with me, and they're into the film industry, and I was wondering what it is, and they're all this was Scorpio ascendant, and was into some mystery, and I was like, no, I'm not surprised that, because Scorpio ascendance is all about these thrillers, the paranormal activity, all to do with the unknown. Okay, and these transits, which will pretty much take power after June, July, the end of the second half of the year, and pretty much all of 2026, is going to trigger a lot of interest in this particular industry. Right now, Ketu transit to your 10th, and especially Saturn going retrograde from June to November, forms a yoga of you to change your profession. So make the right decision. Don't be in a haste and suddenly quit your job, especially mark this date, especially till July. All right, if you're listening to the video now, till July. And why? Because Mars is not in the best placement till then. Okay, wait for Mars to transit to Leo. All right, and that is a good time to look after Mars transits to Leo. That is when you look at jobs. And after November, once Saturn is directional and it's not retrograde anymore, you will find very, very good results. There will be a change of location. So the ones who are already considering a change of place, change of profession, Now, the change of place could be because of change of profession, once moving to a different country, because there is action in the fourth house. Okay. So let me know in the comments, and so the other Scorpio ascendants can also see what is happening with the other Scorpio ascendants. Okay. The ones who have a very strong Rahu in their chart and a very strong Saturn, it is a great time to get into real estate, car dealing, anything to do with properties, fourth house related issues. Look after your mother's health, the ones that are older, the Scorpio ascendants that are tuning in right now and they are more than 40 years old. Get your mother's a proper health checkup done, because Rahu's transit in the fourth house and Saturn will go retrograde, and Saturn has been in the fourth house, your fourth house, for a while. So it's good to make sure that your mom's health is in good condition. Most of the Scorpio ascendants are always very, very attached to their mothers. Okay. Relationship wise, it's not the best time again. So keep an eye out on the relationships. Do not get married in a haste. If you've just met a person, spend enough time to understand the person before you sign a legal agreement about marriage. Okay. Don't let your intense emotions make you take wrong decisions in your personal and professional lives. Okay. Great time to learn something new. Great time to spend your time in your research related industry. Watch all your movies, have fun. All the, let me know if you're a Scorpio ascendant and you like all the murder mysteries. Okay. All the ghost stories about afterlife, and all the documentaries that you have on YouTube or on Netflix about mysteries, about the unknown. The Scorpio ascendants have a lot of interest in. The ones who have interest in astrology, this is a great time to learn Vedic astrology, right? So that's pretty much about it. Let's see if I have missed something. I think I've covered pretty much everything. If you have any experiences to share, please go ahead and comment. If you like this video, hit the like button and share it with your other Scorpio friends and family members. I wish you all the best. Look after yourselves. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.